Welcome back to more of Brian in the No Crafting Table Challenge. It is just turning morning, and so I'm escaping from my little hiding place. And I have not recorded this in a number of days, although to say that I haven't recorded is not to say that I haven't played. I've been sick, and so while I haven't wanted to record, I have done a bit more farming, which involves things like getting pigs to mate down in here and then cooking them up, sometimes with the flint and steel, as well as farming these chickens that I have over here, which are laying plenty of eggs, and if I can manage to make it back out of here, I can throw some more eggs into the pit. There's another 10 eggs. Isn't that cool? And then finally, the other thing that I've been farming has, of course, been trees, and so I have plenty of wood. I've got lots of torches. I've got lots more wood where that came from. I've got lots of coal, charcoal that I've made. And so I am in good shape in that respect. And then finally, the other thing I've been doing is doing a bit more exploring out and about around this world. You may recall that basically this village is a ways to the north of my spawn point. And at this point, I have plenty of food, and so I can afford to sprint different places if I want to. And so I have been making it easier to travel, kind of like to and from over there. I've also explored a little bit more about to the east and to the west, and even a little bit farther to the north of this particular village. And I've been exploring in the hopes of either finding another village, finding a biome that contains wolves, because I could really use some allies on my side. And you'll see in my inventory I'm carrying around basically all the bones that I have in the world. Down here is where the skeleton spawner and cave spider spawner were, but we didn't get a bucket from there, and I have some kind of like miscellaneous inventory sitting up there. So that's kind of like one of my little mini bases. And then if we travel back to the south, we'll get to my spawn point, and as we get over there, you will see what I've done over there, which is basically trying to make it more of a home as well. And then every time I walk to and from, I take a slightly different route, and as a result, put down some torches in kind of a slightly wider portion of the desert. And so as a result, this place should be getting to be pretty safe at night, because there's all kinds of torches around in this portion of the desert. That's a bit to the north of my spawn point. And you may also recall when we found the spider dungeon right down there. That was the second dungeon that I found after the skeleton dungeon, and sadly that one also did not have buckets in it to one chest. Ooh, and I hear zombies right here. And so I'll stand here for a moment as I talk to you guys, just to see if the zombies happen to multiply, because a zombie dungeon would be like the ideal thing to find in this challenge. Dungeons in general are great, because they have chests that sometimes will have buckets, and a bucket is really kind of the thing that I need to kind of move forward next. But the other thing that you want to get is zombies that you can kill, and if I could make a trap for zombies, oh, it looks like maybe that's going to open up into something down here. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, 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 oh. Gotta be careful that I don't die. All right. So I hear a zombie down there, but it seems like it's only just one, so I don't think it's a dungeon. So we're going to continue on back towards the spawn point. So yeah, zombies, they're rare drops, have a number of useful things, and the sky just changed, and I'm in the desert, and so that is a weather condition. And weather in this game sucks a lot, because when you don't have a bed to sleep in, it happens a lot, or it feels like it's just happening all the time. And yuck, it is a thunderstorm because I see skeletons spawning on the surface. If it were just a rainstorm, it wouldn't be dark enough. And so this kind of changes what I wanted to do right now. I see a bunch of enemies spawning. Alright, here's what I want to do instead. We're going to take on some risks. I do have a trusty flint and steel that I can use for killing some guys, but we're going to try moving into kind of like the center of this area that I've been lighting up in the desert, and just see if the torches are keeping this area sufficiently well lit that at least we're not getting monsters spawned kind of down this middle corridor and we're only seeing them on the periphery. And so far it looks like that may be the case. Nevertheless, if it is a thunderstorm, I'm kind of terrified of them, because even though I've never been hit by lightning, I understand you can get hit by lightning in this game, and not only do you die, but all of your inventory like blows up and burns up. And so that would suck a lot if that were to happen to me. And so I'm trying to decide if it changes what I want to do right now, and I want to just wait out the thunderstorm. I wanted to bring you guys back to my spawn point, so I could show off what I've done over there. But actually, yeah, I can show you one thing, and I can always hunker down because I've got kind of a bunker over there. And so while we're in the desert, you can just see more of the lighting that I've done around here. Here is the surface lava pool that was just a little bit to the north of my spawn, which I intend to use to go to the nether once I get a bucket. And my spawn point is right near that pillar over there, and so I've done a whole lot more lighting over in this area of the world. And before we get into the rain, why don't I go out here where I can just kind of talk about it before I walk over there, and it's going to be loud. I have burned down a bit of the forest and cut down some more trees, and so there's a lot of light over here. There are cows over in this area, and so I've started breeding them. I haven't put them into a pen yet anywhere, but I'm trying to have a good food source around here. And then finally, I made a little underground bunker where I can hunker down when there's weather like there is right now, and so that's where we're going to go next. I'm not sure how loud it'll be. Oh, and there is thunder. All right. So here's my little underground bunker, which I will close up like that, and it's got a little window so I can see when, daytime comes. That's another thing that I can show off in my inventory is I occasionally make glass, and I forgot to do another batch of it last time I was back at the village with the furnace. Alright, it is still very loud down here. But what I wanted to do next was start doing some caving near the spawn point. Because if you're near the spawn point, then even if you do go caving and you die, it'll be easy to get back to. And so I would prefer to actually find a cave, because if I try to mine like this, since I don't have a pick and I'm unlikely to get one, that would take forever. But right now, since it's the thunderstorm, I don't really want to go outside, and so I might do that. But in any case, my plan is to do more exploring and caving near the spawn point. The caving will be more exciting, and I'll be able to more easily try to find a dungeon and take more risks, because if I do die, I'll be able to get back very easily since I'm near the spawn point. And I want to go exploring to the south, west, and east of here, in order to go looking for wolves, because I could really use some wolves, and I've covered a lot of area to the north of the spawn point already and have not found any, and so I really want to find some wolves. And so those are the main things that I'm doing. A lot of this has been very tedious, so I've been doing a lot of off-camera work, and I'm sure I'll be doing a lot of editing as well. But for now, I think I'll go ahead and edit things out until it gets a little bit more interesting, and I'll bring you guys back in either when we go up top because the thunderstorm is over, or if I happen to get really lucky and break into a cave system down here. So I'll see you guys in a bit. And that is a terrifying sound. This is too high, correct? Yes. Alright, there's an Enderman right above... There's an Enderman somewhere. And that is terrifying. But I have been trying to make things too tall in a number of places, so that if an Enderman did get me... once again, I'm near the spawn point. That's the whole point. If you're near the spawn point, even if an Enderman kills you or something, you can always come right back. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit. Waiting out a thunderstorm can cause you to do a lot of tedious things. And I heard a spider, and I have been punching and punching and punching through stone. But I finally found said spider. And this is kind of like the first semblance of a cave system near my spawn point that I've managed to find. And so despite the fact that it took a lot of tunneling, I don't mind, because I am looking forward to doing some exploring and something more interesting than all the above-ground work that I've been doing lately. So I mentioned recently that I have been sick, which has been good for off-camera work and kind of farming stuff, but now I'm feeling a little bit better and looking forward to getting back into kind of some more interesting things inside here. But I will also talk about one of the things that I enjoy doing when I am sick related to Minecraft, which is watching or re-watching certain old videos or series. And so in particular for me, I think there are three. I actually wanted to try to get it on him. Let's see if we can get him to hop up here, possibly, and come into the fire. I guess if I just hop down here, he probably will. Oops! And I hit him with my sword once, just because it's an automatic reaction. Alright, great. And we are in a cave system, and things are getting exciting. Great. So, in terms of, Minecraft watching when I am sick, there are three old series that I've gone back and rewatched that I think are always good. One is Legendary, with OOG, Good and BOO in their playthrough of Legendary. They had some really funny moments in there, even though I actually find it very frustrating to watch them, because I feel like they use kind of bad strategy and tactics throughout a lot of it. But at the same time, they are very funny commentators. I hear a zombie. I see some iron. I could really afford to have some creepers blow up some more iron for me, so that I can manage to get some more iron for some more flints and steel. So yeah, BOO and Good, very funny in the Legendary series, and so I enjoyed them for that. It sounds like the zombie is actually somewhere else, like in some adjacent cave system over here. And I guess I just need to try to hop over there and try going in a different direction. Is there anything else that I need to do to be prepared before I do this? I don't think so. And so I guess I'll just try to go across. It seems like there's adjacent caverns over here, and so we'll try them first. And hope this gets somewhere where I can, there, get some light again. Alright, I can still hear the rain above. And is there somewhere over here I can swim? I see, this must come, like, all the way down from the surface or something? I'm not sure exactly what's happening here, but in any case, there doesn't seem to be anything back here. And looks like there might be something over here. Yes, let's try going over here. Alright, this would be a good place to get a creeper to blow up, if the possibility presents itself. Skeleton, I do not like. I have not been good at fighting the skeleton so far with the flint and steel. But once again, if I do die, I'm somewhere easy to get back to. It's another good place to blow up. Alright, and I appear to be kind of getting under the desert portion of this. And I couldn't tell if I see something walking around over here or not. And I don't like the fact that I'm getting close enough to the surface that I can hear the rain sounds. Alright, and there is some cheaty sand that's going to fall on my head if I'm not careful. And I need to create some more torches. So let's stand back here for a moment and create some torches. Brian doesn't mind, oops, creating a whole bunch of torches, and I already had a stack of torches, and now I have like 4 stacks. Oh, and the rain just stopped. Alright, well that's nice too. I hear a skeleton walking on the ceiling, upstairs, which makes me think that it's still nighttime as opposed to daytime. Alright, sorry, I was trying to tell you about Minecraft series that I like to rewatch. So, we had BOO and Good and Legendary. Oh, I remember seeing this. My spawn point, yeah, is right there. There's the tower. I remember seeing this cave entrance a number of times. It looks like the sun is about to rise, which is nice. Alright, so I dug. I punched my way so far down into a cave system that I could have reached from the surface. If it is surface time, there will probably be like a skeleton burning up, and some other things. I think that might be an Enderman out there. There is a skeleton. The sun's just about to rise. So second series I like to rewatch. Zisto's playthrough of Legendary as well. Legendary, Vex's Super Hostile number 7 is just a great map. I haven't played it, but I've watched a number of people's playthroughs of it, and I really enjoy it. And Zisto is a great commentator. He does funny voices. He's a good player, very capable player. I need to eat some food before I take on the skeleton, and then I have to see if I can coerce the skeleton to come out of the water so that I can kill him. And I'm not sure how easy that is to do. And yikes, even with armor, like, skeleton arrows do a lot of damage. Holy cow. I wanted to show you while we're above ground. Is the skeleton, like, not even going to chase me? Is he just going to stay in the water? Come here, you dork. That's right. Come closer. I can't tell if he's swimming towards me or not. I think he's not. Alright, we'll let him be. Yeah, I want to show you now that it's daytime, above ground, more kind of the work that I did near my spawn point. And so, here is a big portion of forest that I mostly burnt down. You all know how I feel about forests. They just get in the way of you being able to see monsters, and I wanted to be able to see that things were well lit. And so this kind of general area right around here is pretty well lit. I have another kind of emergency supply chest over here. It's got an extra flint and steel, some torches, usual useful stuff, as well as some crap that I tend to accumulate over time. And then we have a bunch of cows over here, and I really have not explored kind of past anywhere that you can see on the horizon over here. There's some kind of tundra ice land over here, and then there's just forest as far as the eye can see over here, and there's some plains over here that have some cows. There's some cows right here as well. And so long as we are outside and it's a nice sunny day, I will go feed some cows so that we get some more cows. And eventually I'll put these guys in a pen so that I can have a food source over here, in addition to the food source that I have over at the village with the chickens and the pigs. But until I decide to try to pen these guys up, I would at least like to make the population of cows get as large as possible. And so if we can find another cow that can be this one's friend in air quotes, then we will make some progress. Here's another cow. Hello, cow. Oh, we got a bunch of cows. All right, you get fed, and you get fed. And here's another cow, and another cow. You guys get fed. All right, and we will have more baby cows, and the cow population will go up and up. And so at some point, when I want to pen them in, I can just walk around over here. Hello, baby cow. And, oh, maybe I can feed you and you? All right, great. And then you guys can get together. All right, so we're up in the cow population. So, B00 and Good's legendary, Zisto's legendary, and then finally X's Adventures in Minecraft, which is mostly for the nostalgia aspect. Watching X back when he was doing Minecraft way back when was kind of one of the ways that I got into Minecraft a little bit and learned a bit about it, and I really enjoyed his videos. I've been making these bridges just so that I don't have to keep swimming across these rivers at different points to make it fast. And so that is another series that I have watched and done some rewatching of. And so, when you're sick at home and don't feel like doing anything, I hope you have Minecraft YouTube videos to comfort you. And those are some series that you might rewatch. And at the same time, I know that people sometimes are like new subscribers to my channel and will, go back and discover the old exploration and tactics, because, even today, all of a sudden, someone will comment on, episode 1 or 4 or one of the old, episodes from more than a year ago, and talk about, the nostalgia of the old Minecraft terrain generation, or, just talk about how they recently found the channel and they're so much, so excited to have lots of new content to come back to. And so that is cool for me, and it gives me kind of some nostalgia, and then gives me a reason to kind of go back and rewatch some of my own videos. And so that is cool. And so, yeah, feel free to rewatch some of my videos as well. But by all means, rewatch the videos that you enjoy the most, or just go search for new content. Like, there's lots of good voices at this point. I hear a spider and a zombie, and I currently do not see either of them. This water should be working in my favor in one sense, in that they've got to be kind of on the other side of the water barrier. But in the other sense... Oh, there's the spider! Crap! Hello! But now, I'm not going to be able to set the spider on fire because he's in the water. And so that is a bummer. But I think I'll be able to take him on, because spiders are relatively easy, especially in cramped quarters like this. Yeah, there's lots of new voices on YouTube as well. At the time that I am recording this, they just started another series, another season, whatever you call it, of Ultra Hardcore, which has some old faces and some new ones. And, oh, here's a dungeon. Please be a zombie dungeon. Yes, 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 yes. Best possible outcome. I am so excited. I cannot hide it. All right, let's see what we've won. I've got 2 chests in this one rather than just 1. Doubles the chance that we're going to get a bucket. Buckets! Buckets, 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 game changer. This just got real. And we have a second chest over here where we have some string that I don't really need and some more wheat. Gunpowder I cannot hold unless I make space for it. Cocoa beans are treasures that I will make some room for as well. And then the chests. I really need the chests, and so what can I throw? I don't need to throw anything away because I'm already holding a chest, and now I have 2 more. Alright, so A, we have buckets, which means we can go to the nether, and B, we have a zombie dungeon, which means I can build a trap and possibly get more iron swords and shovels and different things by farming zombies. And so that is super, super exciting. That is going to completely change the pace and the tenor of this series. And the Minecraft music starts kicking in just now. That's just perfect. All right, I am allowing myself to press F3 in this challenge because everything else is so difficult. And so there are the coordinates of this particular zombie dungeon, X281, Z208. I want to consider going back up to the surface and checking out those XZ coordinates and seeing just where I get up to. I guess I could also go and see, well, does this go up somewhere as well? Like, I might even be able to... I haven't thought about exactly, if I did make a trap of this, how exactly I would do it. Gosh, this goes down deep down here, too. And there is another zombie. Alright, we won't worry about you right now. Yeah, I haven't thought about what kind of trap I could make. I do have a number of ladders from the village, which I can use... in lieu of signs if I need to use kind of water traps and things, but I could also just make a fall trap, you know, one bucket of water pushing them into the corner and then just having them fall straight down is another way to go. But I think I am almost certainly going to make a trap of that, and I have to decide if I want to make the trap first or go to the nether first. I'm really itching to go to the nether, and so I might end up doing that. In any case, I'm going to go back up to the surface, put my buckets away in a chest up on the surface, and take some time to celebrate this little minor victory. And decide what I'm going to do next. And so hopefully this has been an exciting episode for you. Probably not as exciting as it has been for me, because you do not know how much time I've played this week while I was sick, just farming and punching blocks and all kinds of stuff like that. The buckets, I'll be able to carry around a bucket of lava now. Mobs will be much easier to kill. Yeah, there are so many things I can do with buckets now. Alright, so I will see you guys in a bit.